Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and ghouls, welcome to the second part of the tournament. Our winner from last time, the Orcs versus Goblins. We have the Orcs. Today's general is going to be Lokar of the Stonelands. When you deploy a starting Orc creature, you can deploy one of them in any unoccupied treasure square on the board. And as you can see, we're also starting off with lower morale and leadership, since our other general, which we'll show you in just a second, will also have low morale and leadership. So, those of you who have already watched the last round, or the first phase, Orcs versus Goblins, you should already be familiar with our Orcs here, but we'll just go over them quickly. We have a couple archers, got a couple, what do you call them, Orc Drudge or something. It's got Orc Barbarian, Wereboar. I think I'm too close with the camera. Regular boar, was it Orc Cleric of Grumsh, the Druid, the Chieftain, Owlbear, and Ogre. Alright, so that's our lineup for the Orc armies. We're going to go ahead and draw our cards now. I went ahead and shuffled the cards. I wanted to kind of start fresh with the setup phase here. So we're gonna be drawing the cards. We'll go through them, and then we'll deploy the creatures, refresh our hand, and then we will do the other side, which we'll go over in just momentarily. Alright, so this is, how many order cards? Alright, 3. Alright, so our first order card, Hacking Frenzy, make a melee attack that does 40 damage. Second one, Tide of Iron, slide one adjacent creature, shift 2 squares. Huh. Okay. And third order card, Hurl Rock. That seems like an ogurely thing to do. Choose one creature within 5 squares, deal damage to that creature. Okay. So there's our current order cards for the Orc General. And now we gotta do 3 creatures. Alright, let's see what we got here. An Orc Drudge, basic grunt. We got Owlbear and an Orc Barbarian. Alright. Pretty decent starting lineup. Alright, next. We've already got all the treasures. So, here, is the autofocus on again? I know I had a problem with that with the last series. The autofocus just, yeah, annoying. Alright. So, we have a leadership of 9, so we can do a max total of level 9 worth of creatures. So, we have 8 levels worth of creatures here. 7, 8. So, we're going to go ahead and deploy all 3. Just for shits and giggles. But we're going to also take advantage of his ability here, and we're going to deploy one of these creatures. I'm thinking the Drudge, since he's most expendable. And we're going to put him on enemy lines. That's right. We're going to steal the enemy's treasure first. Alright, let's see. Owlbear. Everybody else goes up here in the big starting area. Orc Barbarian. Put him up here. We'll make a beeline straight for that one. Okay? Alright. That's the creatures. Now we got to refresh the hand. Another Orc Drudge, the Cleric, and the Chieftain. Alright. Alright, that takes care of the setup for the Orc side. Now, for the contenders, if it'll focus, the Heart of Cormyr pack. Here lies men, elves, dwarves, and apparently a copper dragon. So let's see how our contenders fare with this this orc army coming in. All right, now to look at our general. We've got, I'm gonna butcher these names horribly. Rinsira the Alarfon. Sounds good enough to me. Alright, her ability is Scroll Book. Once during your turn, you can discard one order card to draw one. Okay, so get rid of one to get one. Alright, she's got 12 morale, but less leadership. Okay. So we'll start with the order cards, as usual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, so what do we got here? Quick Shot. Requires ranged. Okay, so just pretty much a free range shot, that's all that is. Shield. Choose this creature or creature within 5 squares. Prevent 30 damage to that creature from one source. Alright, so we're going to need like our wizard for that. Open Portal. Attach this creature. Get that glare out of the way. When deploying, if this creature is in a magic circle, you can deploy creatures in unoccupied squares in that magic circle. Okay. Okay, and as you can see, there's a couple magic circles here on the board. And this is the opposite side of the, like, the dungeon-looking tiles. And what do we got? Heroic Surge. Untap an adventurer. Immediately deploy one adventurer at a opponent's start zone. Attach this card. If this creature is in its controller's start zone, remove this card to gain 4 morale. And last but not least, Into the Fray. We got this creature moves its speed. Okay, so those are the order cards. I'm gonna call them the Alliance side, just to, to make it easier on me. All right, now we need 3 creatures. Oh, speak of the devil, we got our wizard. Ooh, however, we got a lot of high level stuff here. Alright, so we got our level 4 War Wizard, 60 hit points, 30 damage. You can shoot up to 10 squares or 10 damage melee. Arcane Portal. When deploying this creature, you can place it in any unoccupied magic circle square. You might use him. So you have a Dwarf Cleric. Only does 20 melee damage. Healing Touch. Tap this creature or one adjacent ally heals. Wait, what? Tap. Oh, I'm just reading it wrong. So tap it. This creature or one adjacent ally heals 10 damage or removes one attached order card. And then Dragon Knight. Good humanoid human adventurer. Ah, see, there's the adventurer tag. 120 hit points, level 5, does 40 damage. I might want him in. What's our leadership? 7. Damn. We could deploy these two. Or just him. Let's deploy these two. We kind of want strength in numbers right now, especially what the orcs got lined up. So we're going to put this one down, because that one's going to stay in our hand. These two, however, are going to be deployed. And I'm going to do exactly... let's see, where's our Dwarf Cleric? Just to show you guys, since I've shown off all the Orcs one, I haven't shown off the Alliance. Alright. We'll put him here. And, actually, I'm going to put the wizard up here. In that circle. There we go. Okay, now we need to refresh the hand. the dragon, and an earth guardian. So earth dragon, not earth dragon, 120 hit points, level 6, does 20 damage for range, 30 damage melee. Flying, I don't know if I went over this in the last series, but flying, you could pretty much just bypass anything. It's really simple. Let's see, whenever this creature makes a ranged attack, it deals 20 damage. If I can get it to focus, it deals 20 damage to each creature adjacent to the target. Burrow and slam. Whenever an adjacent creature takes damage from the creature's attack, slide the damaged creature 3 squares. Okay. And burrow is kind of the same. Burrow would allow you to move through these impassable walls and ignore difficult terrain. So they're kind of the same thing, but I'm sure there's a difference that I just forgot to read. Alright, so that's those. Now we have our creatures deployed, all of our cards drawn and refilled our hands. I believe that is the end of the startup. Now we gotta actually begin round 1. And as usual, the first step is drawing an order card. Level 3 requires strength, bone chilling, rally cry. Lose 1 morale, gain 2 leadership. I don't know how I would feel about that. Morale is kind of important at this stage, especially since both generals start lower. Right. So, as usual, I'm going to go in order where I can. From right to left over here, from left to right over there. Alright, so we're going to start with the barbarian. He's got a speed of 7. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would not make it all the way. Does anybody? Nope, he has the best one, so he'll go ahead and go there then. Next turn, he'll get that treasure. Alright, next, Owlbear. He has a speed of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. I believe if there's no hindrance, they can do that. Otherwise, I would have to. I don't know. So he's gonna come down here in this pass and try to assist. All right. So next we have the Drudge. He has a speed of 6, does 20 damage. All right. Well, there's really only one target for him to attack, or he can take the treasure, which he's gonna do. 1. That goes on this side. So normally we would put the treasure pile here, but since there's only one, he's going to use his action to take it. And that increases morale by 1. Alright, let's see. Just take a look here. See, he's already used his melee attack. No, he's already used his standard. Okay, so nothing there. Nothing. I was just checking the order cards. Alright, so that's going to be the end of the Orc turn. Next, the Alliance. Alright, what do we got? Level 3, Forceful Strike. Make a melee attack that deals damage plus 30. Slide each adjacent enemy 2 squares. It's a standard. Alright. Well, we're going to kind of do the same thing. The wizard is going to discover this. Oh, see here. Here's what I'm talking about. 3 piles. Now I'm going to put 2. So he's going to use his standard to take 1. Increasing our morale by 1. The dwarf, however, he's like, nah, screw this treasure sissy shit. I'm going to go get into some battle. That's right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just enough. he tripped and fell, but he made a miraculous roll. Alright, so he's going to do 20 damage. So we have to see if if they can block it, which they can't. There is no immediate cards. Immediate cards is what you use to block damage. So the Orc Judge is going to take 20 damage. He only has 10 hit points, so he's gone. Put that in our discard pile. So he's gone. It was a level 1 creature, so you lose 1 morale. So they're right back to the beginning. Oh yeah, and we gotta kind of take them off the board. So already the Alliance has struck first. They got first blood. Let's see how the Orcs handle that on... Oh, wait. There is one thing I forgot. At the end of every turn, increase leadership by 1 and deploy new creatures. Yeah. So he would still have 1, 5, 8. So we can deploy up to a level 2 creature. So another drudge, basically. And we're going to go ahead and do that, too. I'm going to put the drudge up here. And then he still loses that one. Still goes back 1 morale. So that's the end of his turn. See, so they got treasure and they defeated the drudge. So therefore they get 1 more leadership. Okay, so we can deploy a level 1 creature, which we do not have any. 5, 6, and 4. So they cannot deploy any creatures. So that is going to be the end of their turn as well. Alright. Well, that is the end of setup and round 1 of the Dungeon Command Tournament. Orcs versus the Alliance. I hope to see you next time.